Hey guys, insight number 2. So this is Joseph Smith history. We're in chapter 1 because only one chapter, 27 through 33. This is part 2 of a work to do. The first one we talked about what Joseph's work was to do. This one's more about what our work is to do. Although I did ask that question in the first one. Think about it. Now I ended the last one with Elder Stevenson's quote, but let's go back to that again in case you missed it. So Elder Stevenson, Gary Stevenson taught, as we come into Christ and help others do the same, we participate in God's work of salvation and exaltation, which focuses on divinely appointed responsibilities. These responsibilities are simple, inspirational, motivating, and doable. Here they are. Living the gospel of Jesus Christ, caring for those in need, inviting all to receive the gospel, and uniting families for eternity. 4 things. That is from the October 2021 General Conference called Simply Beautiful, Beautifully Simple, but you can also find it in the Liahona of November 2021. So, have you participated in these divinely appointed responsibilities? Do you live the gospel of Jesus Christ? Do you care for those in need? Do you invite other people to receive the gospel? And are you part of uniting families for eternity? And I'm like, I could tick on each one of those. Although number 3, I could do better. But I think I really do put some effort in. I try to be spirit-led on that one, but that's probably the hardest one for me. And for those in need, if I know the need, but I could also be more aware of finding out who needed stuff and what I could do there. And I could also all of us could be better at living the gospel of Jesus Christ and doing family history work, uniting families for eternity. And unique in that I get to volunteer in the temple, work in the temple, and help make those bookings and help make those ordinances happen, those sealing ordinances happen. So I think I have a unique role there that I actually get to do that on a different level as part of service, as well as my 2 callings. It's my service as well. And I feel like some days it's very overwhelming and I get very tired, but it's also very fulfilling, and I know the Lord definitely rewards me with the strength and energy and the peace that I need to be able to do all of those things for Him. So I do teach the gospel in Relief Society, where charity never faileth, and building families for eternity. So simply in doing, my 3 callings, the church callings, I'm covering 3 of those things already, and the other one is because I'm doing them, I'm living the gospel, so it's pretty good. But think about it. Have you participated in these divinely appointed responsibilities, and have you asked specifically what Jesus would have you do next? Because that's always a big thing for me. I'm like, okay, Jesus wanted me to do this, and it was right until it wasn't right anymore. There are things that I've done, like teach institute, teach seminary, go and help at the visitor centre when it was open here. It's no longer open. So it was right until it wasn't right anymore. There was different, something else came along, something better, something different, a different place for me to grow, a different area for me to grow in. So have you asked what Jesus would have you do next? So I talked about the family history aspect and doing temple work. I'm uniquely placed to also complete a lot of my own family's temple work. Prior to the temple reopening here 2.5-ish years ago, oh, not quite, 2 years and about a month ago. So about 2 years. I had maybe completed myself submitting names and completing them, maybe 3. Can't quite remember, but I'm going to go with about 2 or 3. In the time that I've been at the temple, and I only picked it up probably about 2 years ago, but in those 2 years, I've completed nearly 2,000 names. And not that I'm trying to brag or anything, because I look at that and I'm shocked at what a little bit of determination and chipping away at stuff can do, and at actually being motivated to do it, because I was never motivated before. Now suddenly I am, and I find a joy in doing that. So that was what Jesus would have me do next. Now maybe that's not your part of life right now. That's not what Jesus would have you do next. Maybe what He would have you do next is teach your children the gospel. Maybe what He would have you do next is help your neighbour who's in dire need. Or maybe He wants you to, maybe just do the calling that you've already got. You know, like, who knows what he wants you to do? Ask him. Ask, what do you want me to do next? Jesus, Heavenly Father, what do you want me to do next? I will do it, but what do you want me to do next? And I know you're going to give me the strength, and you're going to give me the abilities. And remember, the answers came before, they will come again. Joseph Smith believed it. He said, like, the vision came before. I had every confidence I would get an answer again because I got one last time. I wasn't expecting a vision. It was great that I got one. It wore me out, and we talk about that. You know, you can read that in this week's reading where he was absolutely exhausted. But again, earthly angels, his father was sent to help him, but there's always someone to come help. So sometimes we may feel like Joseph did, that we've wasted time or made mistakes. And what does Joseph's experience here teach us about our standing before God? And because that's what he was inquiring about, where's my standing before God? So ask. Is there something you need to clear up with Heavenly Father? Are you in the middle of a, heavenly parent-child argument? Because I have been many times in the middle of an argument, and I'll still talk to him, but I'm like, you're not happy about this. There's one particular thing right now that I'm finding very frustrating, and I wanted answered, but the best thing I can do, and what I've been told to do, is to pray for certain things, and I will continue to pray, again, very spiritually sacred to me, so I'm not going to share them, but just pray for certain things, and to also know that I'm going to be okay, because if we're going with he's always made sure I'm okay, then why would he not do that again? He's always going to make sure I'm okay. So think about that. What does this experience teach you? And what might you need to be doing that you're not? Could be something like quite life-changing for you. Could be, they usually turn out to be things that, for me anyway, have put me in places I would never have been before, that creates friendships that last that I would never have had. The opportunities to be someone that I never thought I could be are because of these God-given opportunities of this work that he would have me do, that Jesus would have me do. He's put the blessings and the growth that's come from them has been remarkable and nothing short of miraculous, really. And I'm very grateful for it. It's not always easy, but give it an ask. Ask him. See what he wants you to do next. Anyway, we're going to go over to verses 34 to 47, so I'll see you there.